Welcome back to the Buds, everybody, for this week, Friday, January 16th. And I'm happy to announce, back by popular demand, you wouldn't believe the number of voicemails, emails, even text messages. I don't know how people got my phone number.
Oh, my gosh.
But she's back with us, Juliana Bruno. Yay!
Oh, God. Well, wait till you find
What's
out
happening?
It's all me from burner phones.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, and there's
All
a
right.
carrier pigeon on the way for next week, too.
Fair enough.
So thanks for having me back.
Thanks for saying yes.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
So how's winter been going for you so far? I know you're not a big fan of the cold and the snow.
Yeah, notoriously not a huge fan of shivering. But I would say we've had some milder days that have made it a little bit easier to get through. I will say I do love winter holidays. Like, I had a great time, Christmas, New Year's, looking forward to Valentine's Day. My apartment's already decorated in Valentine's Day stuff. So,
And it has been for a couple weeks from what I understand, yes?
Yes. My
Early jump.
tree came down. I think I even might have taken it down before the Epiphany. Italians, please don't come after me. But finally got Griffin to take his down because we have two like smaller trees in our apartment. He finally took his down, but for a while there was like a battle between Christmas and Valentine's Day going on, and I was like, whoa, we have to pick a side here. But how about you?
Somebody's going to win. I'm a winter guy. I'm a winter sports guy. I grew up playing hockey and skiing. I like the cold. I like the snow. If I'm being honest, I like a change of seasons.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in winter year round. Don't get me wrong. I grew up in the Northeast. I love the change of seasons. Fall is probably my favorite season.
Agree.
But Christmas is certainly my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
And it's a big one in the Peterson house with the three kiddos running around, and even though they're much older now, Charlie just turned 12. Olivia's up next and will be 14, and then Reese will be 11. So
Double digits across the board.
I know, bananas,
Yeah.
but they love it. We love celebrating the holidays. What is it about Valentine's Day for you? Is it you one of those love people?
Yeah, I think so. I'm looking forward to Cassie Hudson's Love Stories of the Capital Region
those are always
series
so
she does
good,
every
right?
year.
Yeah.
I know she's looking for couples right now to share their stories, so reach out to her if you think you have a good one. But I love celebrating love. I remember as a kid, my favorite show was Barney, and there was a particular VHS tape that had a Valentine's Day themed episode on it where they make Valentine's Day cookies, heart-shaped cookies, and they
Nice.
decorate them. And I now do the same every single year. I do the Valentine's Day sugar cookies. I just like hearts and pink and red, and yeah.
Fair enough. I often think back to Valentine's Day in elementary school. And I preface this by saying it used to worry me for my kids when they went through it. Did you ever have like a little box or decorate a little paper bag and everybody would hand out little Valentines to everybody, right? I remember, I don't remember names, but I clearly remember when I was in grade school, a couple classes of mine, some kids not getting any Valentines on their desk or in their bag or their box. And
That's not right.
No, it's not. And not that it was something that I was really excited about, but that always made me feel sad. And I was always very concerned about that for my own kids when they would go through class and have to do that.
I have to imagine that in schools these days, they make sure that, you bring enough for everyone. That's probably a rule.
I would hope so, and I would have hoped it was then, too.
Yeah.
I'd get angry at
teach your
Sacred Heart
kids
Elementary
that-
School, but it doesn't exist anymore.
Valentine's Day doesn't have to just be about romantic love. It can be about platonic love.
Sure.
We celebrate Galentine's Day the day before Valentine's Day. Certainly you can have love for your friends and for colleagues to an extent, I took it a little too far with my fiance, but that was all above board. We got that approved.
Of course.
Yeah, no, but this will be my first Valentine's Day as a fiance, my first and last. So really crazy stuff.
Yes, it is. As we look ahead, any plans for your plans for the summer? You're planning a wedding. How's it going?
It's going well. I kind of got on it right when we got back from our trip to Italy in October. So a lot of the hard stuff is out of the way. But I'm having fun on Pinterest, like putting together I think they're called boards. I've just gotten into Pinterest because just about every vendor I speak with is like, well, can you just send me your Pinterest board so I can get the vibe? And I'm like, well, let me make a Pinterest account. But you can basically curate, take pictures for inspiration. And so I've been doing a lot of that stuff, and it's a lot of fun. Griffin doesn't really have particular opinions, so I'm kind of taking the lead.
Right, we smile and nod.
Yeah, yes. yeah. He's really good at that.
That looks good. That looks good. And it's handy, I would assume, for your vendors. It's all in one place.
Yeah. Yep.
Pull it up.
And so I have one Pinterest board going for my bridal shower, one for the wedding, one for right now they're all nebulous ideas, but I can't wait to see it all come to life.
Very cool. Mm-hmm. All right. When we come back, now that we're firmly established into the new year here, things are starting to pick back up around the capital region as far as nightlife and things to do. Also a brand new mayor who says she really wants to reinvigorate the nightlife downtown. Mm-hmm. We'll take a look at that Metroland weekend calendar. So stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment right here on The Buzz. Welcome back to The Buzz this Friday, January 16th. Ryan Peterson, Juliana Bruno with you. Time for the Metroland weekend calendar.
Yay.
Up first, first big show this Friday night right here, the 16th. This is happening. Oh, man, I always want to make sure I hit the right button here. This is happening at the Coes Music Hall, who's been bringing in some really cool acts of late. I say that. I find myself saying that every week, but it's true. Harvest and Rust. This is a Neil Young tribute band.
Nice.
They claim they are the premier Neil Young tribute band in the Northeast. I'm going to read from their page here. It says, praise for their stirring and authentic performances. Their concerts are a journey through Neil Young's prolific career, featuring songs from his solo work as well as his time with Buffalo Springfield, and of course, Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. Are you a Neil Young fan?
I can't say that I am, but I am a live music fan.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun, especially at Coes Music Hall. It's such an historic venue and also very intimate. It seats a few hundred, I'm pretty sure, but at the same time, you really are up close and personal to the stage, no matter where you sit. So, should be a fun show.
Curious as to how they sound. I mean, I'm not a huge Neil Young fan either. At least I was a big fan of Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, more of their music. But I always think of, when I think of Neil Young, is it wrong? The first thing I think of is Jimmy Fallon's imitation.
Oh my gosh,
of Neil Young.
You're right.
Which is like spot on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I wonder. It's with tribute bands, it's like, how do you know that you're going to be good at imitating the music style of another artist? Is it like you've admired them for a long time, you have a knack for it? Like, I wonder if he sounds like Neil Young, kind of like Jimmy's impression.
Well, that's just it. I think when you call yourself an actual tribute band, you use the word tribute as opposed to, say, cover band.
Right.
That you're actually aiming to sound as much as you can like that artist.
Cool.
You know? So, I don't know. If that's your thing, this tonight, 7:30, Cohoes Music Hall. And by me looking on here right now on the page, it looks like there's still some tickets available.
Nice.
When we take a look ahead to tomorrow night, Saturday, we're going to check out now, right button, Ryan, the Glove Theater in Gloversville. Strange Magic. Hey, another tribute band, an authentic recreation of ELO. Electric Light Orchestra. And again, this is a 9-piece band, big band, all coming together to reproduce the iconic ELO sound. Says they pay attention to every detail of the music, incorporating the actual string instruments, as well as keyboard players and everything else here.
I'm not familiar with ELO, Electric Light Orchestra. What?
See, and now you're going to try to force me to remember actual songs, and I'll know them when I hear them. But hold on a second. Let's see if you know.
Why is it called Electric Light? It's just the name of the band, or do they have a light show?
Evil Woman is ELO.
Oh.
See?
All right, I know that song.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Glove Theater. I haven't been there.
I've never been to the Glove Theater either.
Yeah.
It seems like a cool spot. And if ELO's your thing, go check them out. Saturday, 7 o'clock. And let's see here. Click on tickets. Tickets still available. Oh, this is cool. This looks like almost like a layout. At least I'm looking at their ticket page. I never opened this up. Tables, kind of like almost like a layout, like a comedy club kind of thing.
Oh, nice. Like dinner theater. Cool.
But that's fun.
Yeah.
So if that's your thing, go check them out. Glove Theater. Also on Saturday night, a little bit closer to home here in Schenectady. This is a big one. The Nightmare Expo is at Proctor's, the Capital Region's darkest day. One-day expo of all things horror, haunt, and beautifully bizarre.
Anthony Kolakowski was previewing this for us, I think it was last week, and he was talking with the organizers, and they were saying how despite it being called the Nightmare Expo and like being this scary kind of haunting attraction, they do have family-friendly stuff. Like you can bring the kids to this.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
They have a lot of taxidermy, I'm told.
Yeah.
If you like
there's even a class.
Yeah.
From what I see right here. And this used to be something that was kind of outdoors and down J Street, right? So it's all brought inside now.
Yeah.
At Proctor's, and they're creating what they call Oracle Alley for psychic revelations.
Ooh.
And Stephanie Harlow, who I believe is local, she's going to be a featured guest. She's a true crime and untold stories gal on YouTube. So she's pretty popular. That show, her YouTube channel is pretty popular. So she's doing a big meet and greet from 1 to 3. There is the taxidermy class, butterfly pinning.
Yeah, that's sold out. Spots are all sold out for that one.
And a perfumery class as well.
Very cool. Yeah, I think the alternative arts and the macabre are definitely like a niche that people in the Capital Region are like looking to explore. I think there's that store, what's it called? Nerdy by Nature. Have you heard of that store?
I have not.
They used to have it. It used to be in a mall. I have to check where their location is now, but they've got to be involved in this somehow. They're like one of those stores where you can get kind of off-color kooky things, but you know what I mean, like witchcraft related things, and so should be packed there.
I bet
tomorrow.
it will be.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a look at what's happening this weekend. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will take a look ahead. You're watching The Buzz here on WTEN Plus. Welcome back to The Buzz here on WTEN Plus. Time to take a look ahead to next week and some of the events happening in and around the Capital Region. Mostly music this weekend, but we got the Nightmare Expo we touched on. I got some theater here coming up next week on the 23rd. This is called Finals Girls, a comedic murder mystery.
All right.
This is being held at the Shoe Leather Express. I believe it's an old church on Spring Street in Gloversville, and it's being put on by what was the name of their theater company here? Oh, I can't pull up the page. The Trust Your Gut Productions is putting this on. They're marketing this as an 80s sleepover murder mystery. I think this is kind of like an interactive thing.
Cool.
I don't think it's a full-blown like dinner theater, but you're there and there's an interactive element to it. Cozy up at the Jacksons for summer's first all-girls sleepover with her best friend Autumn, neighbor Winter, and a zany Swedish exchange student.
Huh. Well, I feel like it's the closest you can get to being in a cabin in the woods and experiencing the horror of those girly movies without.
Bunch of girls, highly comedic, highly irreverent comedy murder mystery. I'll have you guessing who done it all night long.
I love it.
It does say though, highly probably not kid friendly. Parental discretion highly advised. It says for the show.
Gotcha.
And there's a grandpa character that apparently will be a rotating cast of local celebrity special guests.
They didn't call
as
you?
Grandpa.
You're not of grandpa age.
I can put a wig on.
This is great. I think the interactive show is becoming a really popular genre. There's a similar show going down at SLOC this weekend and next. They're doing The Mystery of Edwin Drood, and it's like a similar, the audience participates and has something to do with coming up with the ending. I didn't know about this one, though, and I'm very intrigued by the cover art.
Oh, and yeah, shout out to Dexter Riley for the show graphic here.
Oh, nice. I'm glad it is an AI. Good. You never know these days.
Coming up on Saturday the 24th, if cats are your thing, it is the New York Cat Film Festival at the GE Theater over at Proctor's. It says cats have unique and indescribable bond with people. I'm not a cat person.
Me neither.
I will say that the picture there, that's a rather adorable little cat. 21 short films picked from 70 that were submitted across 14 countries. A portion of every ticket purchase goes to local animal welfare nonprofits.
That's nice.
So there's a bunch of locations. This is a traveling festival. But yeah, on the 24th, the New York version is making its stop at Proctor's.
I like it. I think the viral trend of watching cat videos on YouTube is like still a thing. People love to watch videos of cats, and this is just an elevated version of that. You know, very classy take on funny cat memes.
8th annual too, so they've been doing this for a few years. Mm-hmm. How about that?
Nice.
All right, cat fans, go get your tickets to the Cat Film Festival. Pink Floyd fans out there, also on Saturday the 24th, as we go back to Cohoes Music Hall, Run Rabbit Run. This is another tribute band, this time to Pink Floyd.
Nice.
I like that cover art, too. That's pretty cool. Again, you are a Pink Floyd fan, Dark Side of the Moon.
Dark Side of the Moon. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
Absolutely.
Classic,
wish you were
right?
here.
Very timeless, classic music.
Yeah, Cohoes really crushing it, bringing in the tribute bands.
I said they've
had several recently.
There's been a Dave Matthews tribute band through there, a lot of big shows.
Staying busy.
The Selena Experience is making its way through there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That is actually, here, we'll mention that. That's actually Friday the 23rd. Mind-blowing experience, closest you can get to a Selena concert. Musicians came together, orchestrated an extraordinary show to take it back to 1995.
Nice.
How about that?
A lot of fun.
Yeah, I just recently watched with the kids. Recently watched Selena. Did we watch the actual movie? We watched the actual movie with Jennifer Lopez.
That was a great one.
Not too long with the kids, but there's a documentary or two out, I think, right?
Has to be.
On Netflix, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, that's a look ahead. When we come back, we'll play our fun little This Day in Pop Culture History. And we'll talk about some old TV shows and birthdays and such. You're watching The Buzz here on WTEN Plus. Welcome back to The Buzz here on WTEN Plus. Ryan and Giuliani here with you on this January the 16th. This day in pop culture history. Right off the top here on the site I used, they had a big write-up because, and we'll jump right into the TV series debuts here. My birth year, the bicentennial year here in the United States, 1976. Donnie and Marie aired for the first time on ABC, their big variety show. Which ran for a bunch of years. Of course, the Osmond family, very famous.
Yes.
Arguably, Donnie and Marie, the most famous of the Osmonds.
Mm-hmm. They had the best outfits. They really were fashion icons.
They did. You'll have to look at this. I wish I could pull this picture up here. The size of that collar on Donnie's shirt. Mm-hmm. Anyway. Mm-hmm.
Really,
he's still performing. I don't know if she does so much.
Yeah.
And what I love, one of the interesting facts I learned about Donny Osmond over the years is that he overcame crippling stage fright.
No way.
Yes.
Really?
Crippling. So when he was younger.
Oh, yeah, you can do
really
anything
bad,
then.
You know?
Yeah.
But it was a Friday night show. Yeah, and aired on ABC.
Now, how long after that did the Cher show come out? Or was that?
I think Cher was way before. I think she
Really?
was a lot
Way
earlier
before?
than this.
Yeah,
I think.
That genre variety
Right?
show just reminds me of her.
It says here, it is said the demise of the show came about due to the fact that Donnie had become engaged and young women were no longer interested in watching.
I'm sure it had to be more than that.
He's still married to the same woman, by the way.
Beautiful.
So there you go. There's a success story for you. So sticking with the TV series debuts in 1995, Star Trek Voyager. Now I was trying to remember what line, like which incarnation of Star Trek this was.
I'm not familiar
Are you
with
a
Star
Trekkie?
Trek. No.
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 Star Trek Voyager. Where in the line was this? What's his name's first one? Oh my God, I'm going way too deep in the Star Trek era. No, this was the one with Kate Mulgrew, Janeway, Captain Janeway, right? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, if you're a Star Trek fan, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm sorry if I just butchered Voyager for you. Movie premieres. Where's our list here? In 2004, Along Came Polly. Familiar with that? I believe that's Ben Stiller and Jennifer Aniston.
Oh.
It was pretty funny. She was really quirky. He was like an insurance person or something. Oh, an actuary, right. So he's aware of the risks inherent in like everything. And she was, they start dating and she, of course, is real crazy and he's really buttoned up. And anyway, funny movie. Philip Seymour Hoffman was in that one too.
Okay. Rest in peace.
Yeah, check it out. Also, in 2009, Hotel for Dogs.
I remember that one.
My kids love Hotel for Dogs. That was actual dogs. It wasn't animated.
Yes, I loved
right?
that movie. Yeah. I think I saw it in the theater. It's a good one.
That's a good one. Paul Blart Mall Cop, also in 2009.
Kevin James.
Hilarious.
Funny guy.
On his Segway.
And then there was a sequel. There was at least one that came after that.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. That's very tongue twistery.
Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
Paul Blart Mall Cop. Paul Blart
Mall Cop. Yeah. I had a friend in college who was like such a big fan of Paul Blart Mall Cop that he had like a Paul Blart Mall Cop poster in his dorm room.
Wow.
I was like, wow, I don't think that many people ride that hard for Paul Blart, but he did.
Yeah, and the second one it came out of 2015. I don't know if there's plans for a third one or not.
I feel bad for mall cops everywhere because now whenever I see one in the mall, I just think to myself, it's Paul Blart. And I'm sure there are plenty of
great, thanks.
kids that that call them Paul Blart. I won't, though. I'll be respectful.
There you go. Birthdays today, January 16th. Up first, born on this day in 1948, the legendary John Carpenter. Are you familiar with John Carpenter's films?
Nope.
The Thing.
Oh.
Halloween.
Oh.
The Fog. They Live.
I love Halloween.
Escape from New York.
Wait,
yeah.
So is he the director?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
And he is 77 years old today. He's still out there doing his thing. I'm thinking, when was the last... I don't think he's actually done anything in quite some time.
He wasn't part of that newer Halloween reboot?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
But hold on, let me double check. No.
Okay.
But he did the original.
Which was
Kate Moss, born on this day in 1974.
Lovely model.
Supermodel, right?
Yeah,
fashion icon.
She was a little, she had her controversial moments, but when she first kind of came onto the scene, she didn't have the traditional model look.
No, well, that was her whole thing, right?
She was
that
shorter.
Whole wafy,
yes.
whatever. That,
yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she had that kind of like alien-looking face in a very beautiful way, obviously.
Alien-looking face.
Well, she had a very like eccentric, this wide-set eyes. And
I got you. No, I got you.
She knows what. Kate, if you're watching The Buzz, I say it with love. You're a legend.
But she's got her own. She's got her own. Doesn't she have her own line of something? A bunch of things now.
I'm sure.
Right?
She's still sitting front row at Fashion Week, and she's still showing up to events and looking great.
Of course she does.
Mm-hmm.
And Lin-Manuel Miranda,
woohoo!
Another legend, born on this day in 1980. Talk about a talent.
So good.
My goodness.
So good. In the Heights. fantastic musical. I know most people know him for Hamilton now, but In the Heights was another great one. And the movie that came from In the Heights that they made, when was that? That was in the early...
It wasn't that long ago, was it?
It was in the 2010s. I think it was before 2020.
2021.
2021. It didn't do so well, but I thoroughly enjoyed it as someone who loves theater. But It is one of those shows that I think translates better on the stage. But he's a genius. He's so good.
He's awesome. And all the soundtracks he's done for the Disney films, it never ends. That's going to do it for us this week. Thank you, my friend, once again for coming in.
Of course.
If you're watching us, thank you. But reminder to tell your friends where you can find us. If you use Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV, go to the store on either of those platforms and download the WTEN Plus app for free. You get all our newscasts plus all this original content and these shows that we've been doing. And as always, it's coming soon to Samsung. Still no word if that's official yet or not. I don't know.
Keeping us on our toes.
We thank you for watching The Buzz. I'll see you here next week.